The word YABBA comes from the Akan people of Ghana and is a term that is used to describe earthenware pots and bowls. Yabbas have been made and used in Jamaica from the earliest arrival of West Africans in the island and became an important cottage industry controlled mainly by women of African descent after emancipation. The West African coil technique used to create the bowls was traditionally passed down from mother to daughter, which ensured that these vessels were still being sold in Jamaican markets well into the 20th century. They were used mainly in the preparation and serving of food, but are now mainly used as decorative objects. For this project, we have decided to show you two ways to make papier-mâché glue. The first way is by using a glue made from flour and water, and the other way is by using a mixture of glue and water. Please be reminded that you are only required to make one bowl using one of the methods shown in this video. The supplies you will need are a large bowl for a mold. It must not be larger than 11 inches tall or wide. A bowl for mixing glue, newspaper for protecting your working surface as well as to use for the papier-mâché form, water, flour or glue, 1 tablespoon of salt. You'll also need a fork for mixing the glue of flour and water, a plastic bag or cling wrap, scissors, scotch or masking tape, and a measuring cup. Before you begin to decorate your bowls, remember that you should use either the Dr. Bird or the Lignum Vitae flower as the inspiration for the decoration of your bowl. So let's begin. Firstly, you'll want to get some old newspaper or fabric to cover over your workspace so that it's protected. Next, you'll want to rip or cut more old newspaper into 1-inch strips. These strips are what you will use with the glue to make the body of your bowl. Start making your papier-mâché paste mixture. To prepare your mold, take the bowl that you are using and completely cover it with cling wrap or plastic bag, and use the scotch tape or masking tape to secure the ends of the cling wrap or plastic bag in the inside of the bowl. The reason for doing this is that it makes the papier-mâché form much easier to remove and does not damage the bowl. So now that your surface is prepared and all of your materials are ready, dip the strips of newspaper into the paste. Wipe the strip so that it's not dripping wet and apply it to the top of the bowl. Repeat this process with the newspaper strips, laying them in different directions until the entire bowl is covered. If the edges of the strips extend past the bowl, just fold them back or cut them off later. You can put as many layers as you like on the bowl, but remember, the more layers you have, the longer the bowl will take to dry. For the bowls that I made, I used 5 layers each and left each bowl to dry for 3 days before decorating. Once completely dry, carefully remove the papier-mâché foam off the bowl, taking care to separate the plastic from the paper. If your bowl has a rough surface or uneven edges, you can use sandpaper to make it smooth, or just like I did, you can go ahead and trim the edges of the bowl. For the first bowl, I tried to mimic the feathers of the Dr. Bird by doing a layering collage technique. And for the other bowl, I painted green and added some Lignum Vitae flowers I drew by hand, then colored using purple and blue crayons. For decorations, as we did in our last project, you can use whatever you have at home. For both bowls, you'll see that I've decorated them differently using materials I already had. As usual, this project is yours, so you have as much fun as you like. Remember to like and subscribe to our pages.